A lot of times they're open and willing to try those clinical trials, but if you don't give them the information that they need and you become misleading, you mislead the people, you mislead the clinical trial, and you do not get a good outcome.
As community health advisors, we love advocating. We love, once we know what the needs are in our various communities, stepping in and sharing what we've learned. We recognize that it takes those who are in the community to have the greatest impact on those in which they serve, they live amongst, that they know very well. And so we have this awesome opportunity of just in our day-to-day conversations, as we're in our neighborhoods, as we're in our grocery stores, our workplaces, to share what we're learning.
I live in a rural community, and it's kind of hard for us to get to places, to the doctor, or even get the information because sometimes we don't have the internet. So I'm here to bring back to my community ways that they can enhance the growth of community awareness.
In my community, is get people that listen to you. Most of the time when you say that one word, trials, they don't want to listen. But you just find, don't stop. Just keep telling them to listen. This is the best way you can go. And pass our lips to us, let them read it for themselves.
The concerns that I hear a lot about clinical research is that they want to know where their information will be housed. How will their information be used? And who will have access to their information?
They're scared to try it. They're scared it might be more harmful to them. And a lot of people don't have a lot of knowledge about clinical trials, which we need to get more knowledge about it out.
A lot of community members don't want to be a human trial or studied on or, be hurt in the clinical trials from things that happened in the past. Like, for instance, in Tuskegee, a lot of people just don't know. They don't understand.
The main barriers for community members accessing clinical trials, I will say more so on education and people not really knowing about it.
I think that most people, one, don't know that there are trials going on, and secondly, they don't know where to go or what to do to get involved.
Well, the challenges they may face, especially in rural areas, would be transportation or just the lack of knowledge on where to go or who to talk to about getting that help.
The groups that face the most barriers in terms of clinical trials in my environment are African Americans. One, because of things and historical issues that they generally don't trust it. That's one of the main barriers that I generally see. In addition, they don't know where to go or how to access information to become more knowledgeable about why it's important.
As African Americans, oftentimes we don't participate for various reasons, for fear. We know that there have been clinical trials in the past that have affected African American people in an adverse way. And so there's that fear of these clinical trials, but they are necessary.
Particular groups that face these challenges within the community to access these trials, I would say are older people, people who have no transportation, people who may not have a cellular device or maybe low income, and also accessibility, not knowing where to go, how to access it.
I think they will come with problems with getting on the internet, like just, trying to get to the survey. Have problem reading, because a lot of elders are not familiar with working on a computer.
That is a really great question. They can actually educate. If you educate people on what you want them to know about, to test, to try, they will be more accepted on trying. But if you don't educate them, they won't know.
Resources and support that pharmaceutical companies could provide is just maybe getting more in tune with the community. Of course, plastering information around is helpful, but it's not as helpful as getting to the nitty and gritty of the community and talking to community leaders and getting to know the community you're actually working with and what they're actually facing, instead of just getting a broad aspect, but just talking to the people themselves.
As a millennial, I think it's very important to capitalize on social media. That's where my age group, that's where we are. And so any way that pharmaceutical companies can really tap into the value of those social platforms and put it in our language, make it very applicable to where we are, and then just bring us into that, share with us so that we can share it out with those that we connect with.
And my age group is mainly removing the fear, the stigma Because of past experiences, I believe there are many in my age group who are afraid of trial experiences.
By going into the communities, by attending the health fairs, by actually, and I hate to say this, knocking at a couple of doors and just giving out phone numbers, cards, and information. It just may be a chance that they'll pick it up, read it, and call.
By giving out more samples and being present in the community more than what they are currently. I think a part of the reason why we don't sign up for the clinical studies is because we're afraid of the unknown. And if their presence is seen, I think it'll relax the community.
In order to boost trial participation, I think pharmaceutical companies should bring everyone to the table and we have an honest discussion on what the pharmaceutical companies can offer.
What the pharmaceutical can do to help us with research on trial, combined with us in our CHAR community. And when we have active things and we have community outreach, then we can have information on how to give other people and ways to get them to where they need to be.
I think they could do better if they come out in the community and talk to people instead of going into the office of the doctors.
How can pharmaceutical companies encourage people to participate in clinical trials? First off, they need to, especially for African American people, that most time we are afraid to actually participate because we think that we're used as guinea pigs. But actually, we need to participate so that drug can be geared towards us instead of later on find out, well, it actually wasn't geared for us because we didn't participate in it. And so therefore, if we participate in it and they tell us the importance of it so they could design the drug for us, then we're more apt to do it.
My name is Maya Ziegler.
My name is Kimberly Skipper.
My name is Hattie Williams.
And I am now included.
And I am now included.
We are now included.